This is my 3-year Minecraft world. But this world is actually really important to me because I basically build whatever comes to my mind. Like this replica of my old house that kind of looks like a spaceship. So I decided I'm gonna make a video to showcase the entire thing just for you. So let's get straight into it. To start off, one of my favorite builds that I made is actually a replica of my entire school, which kind of looks like the back rooms. This is what it looks like on the outside, and I made this a long time ago, so it's probably not one of my best builds I've ever made, but it's pretty good for when I made it. I'm not really happy of what I did on the floor of the gym, but I think the roof and like the banners all around it showing our achievements is actually pretty good. The coolest part about this entire school is that I actually have a lever inside of the principal's office that turns off all the lights in the entire school, which is really creepy, but it's so fun to play Manhunt in. And before anybody gets mad, I did make all the interiors too, which took a very long time. I also added another portal to add some lore, I guess. I don't know. But before I show you my next build, you may have noticed that there's a little building on the side of the school. And in real life, this is actually just a washroom to a park. But I made it a train station just for fun. And this is actually the longest train ride in the entire world, so this might take a while. And after that really long ride, we made it to our next destination, which is basically the spawn hub for when the player first joins the world. This area is one of the first things I ever built, so it's actually really cool to look back on. So after that very long ride, we finished at like some sort of a train station, but you can see it's kind of abandoned with like leaves and cobwebs everywhere. But the only reason that it's like that is because I added this massive thing called the transport hub next to it, but I'll show you that later. There are a ton of random buildings scattered around, like this blacksmith I made, well I found on Pinterest, and there's a trading plaza in the middle, and I made a custom building over here, another house there, and there's a sort of library in this one, which I made all custom, which is actually really good. And finally, if we go up this ominous pathway, you can see there's a tiny house at the very top where the player spawns in. Now what you've been waiting for in the newest addition to my world, it's called the transport hub. I literally started building this like a week before I started recording, and you may have noticed that where we started on that train station where we went to the town, it's kind of like run down, out of business. Well, this kind of put it out of business. I wanted to build like a teleport station and a bunch of railway stations connecting to all the parts of my world, and I just decided to build this. And before we even enter, you can see that inside of like the main gate or whatever, you can see that there's 8 different ores, which kind of resemble like the 8 different highway interchanges I'm gonna have around the world, but I only have one right now. It's the diamond one. But as we walk inside, you can see there's this big area with a glass thing at the top, and if you go up these stairs, you can see there's these big windows looking over the entire train station. Up this massive spiral staircase, you can find this creepy library that I just really wanted to add for no reason. But on top of all these wooden blocks or whatever, there's actually teleport buttons that can bring you to all the different areas of the world. That one's to the school. This one goes to a recreation complex I made, and then this one brings you to Clash Royale, which I'm going to show you later. On the other side, there's this really cool angel statue that has like a big opening on top to let natural sunlight in. And lastly, down this path, you can finally find the train station, which has 4 different lanes that lead to different parts of the city. I didn't actually finish this yet, but I did finish one that leads to the actual like realistic city that I made. After following the train tracks, you finally make it to another location, which is a city that I made just for fun. In this city, I basically just built whatever came to my mind. I built some townhouses, a little housing area, a park, a statue, and a few restaurants. I'll do basically a really fast tour. Right over here, you can see there's some weird building, which is basically a restaurant that I made. This was actually really fun to make, but all the tables and chairs look kind of the same, which is kind of bad, but here there's a parking lot, which I'm going to add a Walmart and a movie theater, hopefully. Moving to the other side, you can find this park and like chill area with a statue that I made for no reason. And here are some like townhouses. I haven't done the interior yet, I'm too lazy. And here are just 3 normal houses that I made just to fill up the space. In here I built a Tim Hortons because I'm Canadian. And across from it is just a small gas station. After crossing this massive highway interchange I was talking about earlier, which took a very long time to make, but it looks really good, there is the housing district. In this area, I basically build whatever house comes to mind or whatever building comes to mind. This house over here was inspired by the smallest house in Texas, or whatever it is. Next to it, there's a really modern kind of styrofoam bar, and there would be glass here, but I don't have the texture pack where they connect. Next to it is quite literally a replica of my old house before I moved, and with the vibrant visuals, it looks really, really good. I also added interiors to all the room, like this was my bedroom, and I kind of miss it, not gonna lie. I wasn't joking when I said I build whatever I want. Like here, this was in a YouTube video too, but it was close enough to a house. And here's a train station that would connect to the old train station until I made the transport hub. Now, as this tour comes to a close, as we cross the highway, we get to the other area of houses. Here is a modern house I kind of just built on the spot, and this actually might be one of the best houses I've ever built in Minecraft. I basically based it off an Italian villa, and I think it looks pretty good. Now, like I said earlier, if we go back upstairs to the library and the transport hub, there's still these buttons that we didn't explore yet. So if we click on the recreation complex, I basically built my entire recreation complex for my team. It's just a small fun build that I just work on, like honestly, once a month. But I also add these elevators that actually work. Hold on. And it brings you downstairs to where the soccer fields will be, but I am too lazy to do that. There are a few vending machines in the lobby that I probably found in a TikTok tutorial that I lost forever, but that's basically it for here. If we go back into the washroom, not click on the sign. If we go back into the washroom, we can go back to the transport hub. Last but not least, if we click on the Clash Royale button, you can see that I built Clash Royale in Minecraft. I made a video on building the entire thing, which you should definitely watch because it's my most viral video with 300 views, but it's fine. And you can see on the outside, I'm starting to build some sort of Coliseum thing, but it's going to look really good. Inside here, you can see I had some restaurants, but if you want to see the full thing, you should watch the video. Here's also a video that I was going to make, but I ended up abandoning it because it was just going to take way too long. But I was going to build F1 in Minecraft, which would have been sick, but I have too much homework. If you enjoy this video, you should definitely like and subscribe because I do a lot of building content, and I might even start making some yabbing videos because my friend is. But I'll see you in the next video. Bye.